Hi everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today. I'm Liz Lynch and I'm on the partner marketing team here at Demandware. And I'm really happy to have Social Annex, one of our link technology partners, joining us today to talk about growing your business with social commerce. But to get started, I want to give you a brief overview about Demandware in case you're not familiar. So you get more than just technology when you become a Demandware client. We provide you with a total solution for commerce. And technology is at the heart of our solution. And our technology platform is the Demandware Commerce Cloud. It's a pure cloud-based platform with a multi-tenant architecture that's been proven to be scalable, reliable, and secure. We have hundreds of clients and websites running on our platform, not to mention other kinds of commerce experiences like mobile, social, and digital stores. But also included with the technology is a wide spectrum of supporting services. And this includes retail practice, a team of retail experts who work with our clients to ensure they're being the most successful retailers they can be, both in terms of using our platform and making good strategic and tactical decisions. Beyond retail practice, our clients also receive ongoing operational support, including our operations team, which constantly monitors our clients' deployments, looking for ways to help clients avoid any problems. Clients also get access to our Demandware community, from which they can draw the kinds of fresh ideas, insights, and inspiration that complement their own and help them keep up with consumer expectations and ahead of the competition. Our clients meet and interact at our Exchange User Conference, through our Collaboration Center portal, and in other less formal settings. So let's take a look at the architecture of the Demandware Commerce Cloud a little more closely. As you can see, it's made up of several technology layers. At the very top are the consumer interaction points, where consumers interact with brands through the web, mobile devices, social media, stores, and other emerging channels. Connecting all these channels to the Demandware platform creates the opportunity for engaging omni-channel consumer experiences, since all the channels are coordinated through the one platform. Our clients are confident in the platform's reliable global availability as well as its security, with a 99.99% historic uptime. And consumers enjoy always live, uniquely branded, anywhere and everywhere commerce experiences. One layer down is where our clients manage their business. Client staff have access to a set of role-based tools, so each person, whether they are business people or technical staff, have a user interface that's exactly what they need to get their job done. There's also an integration layer in the platform made up of a set of rich and robust APIs that allow outside systems to access those core services too. And these could be third-party systems or custom applications built by the retailer to create a unique brand experience. Next, you'll see the core services, and we group these into three major categories: those that impact consumer experience, those that manage the retailer's business operations, and those that provide intelligence to the platform and in turn to our clients' businesses. At the very bottom of the diagram is the foundation, and this is the part that Demandware manages on behalf of our clients. The retail data model is a fundamental part of that platform. All channels and all Demandware solutions take advantage of a single shared view of data, describing all the key components of retail operations. While each retailer's data is unique, Demandware defines and maintains the data model. And part of the value of this data model is that it allows Demandware to capture data from across the entire community of users and aggregate and anonymize it for purposes of benchmarking and analysis on behalf of our clients. And then at the very bottom is platform operations. And the multi-tenant framework means we can manage it efficiently and ensure that every client has a secure, reliable environment. And our global release model enables us to upgrade our platform 6 to 8 times per year seamlessly and with no disruptions to our client operations. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an overview of Demandware as a company and the architecture of our platform. Before I hand it over to Akbar, I just want to say that if you have any questions during the presentation, we'll be taking those via the chat window, and I'll be monitoring that. So feel free to enter any questions there, and anything for the Q&A or any technical issues or anything that you may have during the webinar, please let me know about those. So without any further ado, I will hand it over to Akbar.
Thanks, Liz. Hi, and good morning, everyone. My name is Akbar Jaffer, and I look after marketing and product strategy for Social Annex. I'm joined here by my colleague, Jake Madrigal, who's the Director of Customer Success. Just a brief note about Jake. For the last 3 to 4 years, Jake and his team have been championing the cause of Social Annex customers, and I really appreciate you joining us this morning. So real quickly, today's session, we will look at the market drivers and the industry trends and really provide you an overview of what Social Annex does. Then Jake will walk us through a few customer success stories, which are really exciting for us. We will end the session by sharing how you can quickly increase your revenue this coming holiday season using some of our solutions. So let's begin. So when we look at the market today, in today's commoditized market with fierce competition, low product differentiation, and low margins, how do brands, retailers, and manufacturers find success when everybody is selling exactly what you've got? So consumers today are really distracted with too many gadgets, websites, and complex buying processes. They have no choices. There are too many choices, and are being bombarded constantly with promotions from all directions. And they still control the influence into the purchase decision, because we all know the brands have lost the control on the purchase decision or the influence of that. Next slide. So while all of that's happening with consumers, the retailers and manufacturers, with the saturation of search engine optimization and paid search advertisement, it's really become difficult and costly to acquire new customers. The conversion rates are low, and with over 60% of online shopping carts abandoned each year. There is very little customer loyalty to speak of, because we all know people use multiple loyalty programs for similar types of products. And social media as a truly revenue-generating channel is still in its infancy. So that's what we see today. When we look at our industries 2 years out, we really see three dominating trends. The first is what I call mobile. The lines between social and mobile will continue to blur with the mobile first and the mobile payment systems like Apple Pay. Second, the omni-channel remains a vastly untapped opportunity to win new business. People are still expecting to start from any device, anywhere, and from any place, and want to be able to complete their purchase to a different device or maybe in store. In 2014 alone, only 10% of retail sales came from e-commerce in the United States. The third trend that we're seeing is the big data is no longer a big deal unless there's actionable insight. What that means is that more meaning is better than just more data. So how does Social Annex come into the picture? So let me introduce you to Social Annex and how our unique solution is helping retailers and manufacturers succeed in this economy. Social Annex develops an omni-channel customer loyalty and social commerce solution that connects all steps of the buyer journey and deliver a remarkable customer experience that accelerates acquisition and revenue growth for our customers. Founded in 2010, we have over 250 enterprise customers worldwide and over 120 employees. We are headquartered in Los Angeles and have offices in London and India. Social Annex is a unified platform built from the ground up with a single centralized database, so no silos, and you'll hear that word over and over again here. Native integrations and customer loyalty and social commerce applications just built to work together. Social Annex provides pre-built APIs, seamless integrations with third-party applications and technology. We deliver technology where and how it is needed for greater customer compliance and ease. Every company is evolving, as you know, their social commerce strategy, and we deliver the functionality and capabilities when you need them, as you need them. As far as the actionable insights, the platform delivers dynamic and timely data that empowers marketing managers to shift and drive marketing initiatives and campaigns whenever and wherever needed. And it provides a complete functionality down to A/B testing and high performance, availability, reliability, and scalability. Next slide. So how does that help you, the customer? With Social Annex's unified platform, we can lower the total cost of ownership and operations with a complete set of best-of-breed point solutions under one umbrella. Deliver complete omni-channel customer experience with organically developed solutions. Reduce time to market for marketing campaigns with pre-built integrations with popular technologies and social networks. Lower IT impact with streamlined implementation, process, and fully managed service. And I said no more data silos with centralized data reporting for easy cross-application ROI metrics. And that leads to the enhanced marketing effectiveness with data sharing between products for more targeted marketing campaigns. Next slide. So what does the solution look like? Social Annex products fall one of the three solution buckets focused on solving these three different challenges: acquire, convert, and retain. To acquire new customers by leveraging the organic traffic through viral strategies, such as sharing and referral and social contacts. Once the customers are in the door, increase the conversion and reduce shopping cart abandonment using social login, visual commerce, and ratings and reviews. And lastly, by creating exciting, socially aware customer loyalty programs, rewarding customers for their social actions. Next slide. So here's a complete list of the products and the solutions that I just mentioned. Next slide. So one thing that really differentiates us from our competitors, and we do this really well, is that the platform comes with fully managed service, just included in the one price. With thousands of applications that we've implemented over the last few years, we provide proven strategies, best practices, and market knowledge. The service also includes technology architecture services as well as design and development. So we're a complete in-house service for our customers. Next slide. The platform comes pre-integrated with many leading technologies such as e-commerce systems, CRM, ESPs. I also want to point out that integrations with leading in-store POS systems as part of our omni-channel loyalty program offering. So what does a Demandware integration look like for us? For our Demandware customers, we provide fully customized integrations we call cartridges, and the fastest time to market with fully tested functionality. How does that work, and how do we do that? We do this by collecting detailed customer requirements and preparing integration cartridges for each of the products that you purchase and you want to implement, like ratings and reviews and refer a friend. So it's a customized functionality for your specific implementation. So we have seen tremendous success in the apparel and the accessories industries like shoes and eyewear, in sporting goods, and multi-brand department stores like Bed Bath & Beyond, and consumer electronics like Olympus, and beauty and health and food and beverages, and lastly, not to leave out the cosmetics industry with Murad as the latest win. So now let's see some examples of what success looks like for Social Annex customers, and please allow me to give control over to Jake.
Thank you, Akbar. So talking about some of the customer success showcases, we're going to move into the three suites that we focus around, starting with the acquisition suite. Within the acquisition suite, the first solution that we're going to talk about is the Refer a Friend tool. Now, the Refer a Friend solution is seeing success with a number of clients today, the first one being World Market, Cost Plus World Market. The Refer a Friend that they're running on their site is a give-get scenario I'm going to refer my friend and give them $10 to shop on World Market. And when my friends come back and actually make a purchase, I'm going to get $10 in turn for that referral order. Now, what are some of these successes that World Market is seeing today? Well, one of the big focuses for them was not only acquiring new customers, but being able to acquire their email addresses and remarket to these individuals. So in the last couple of months that we've been working with World Market, they've seen an average of over 1,000 emails collected each month and over 1,000 shares actually going out. Now, those email collections are going up by 40% year over year as they continue to scale with Social Annex. Additionally, the average number of referral orders per month is going up 22% year over year. Now, this is something that World Market had already been doing on their end with other tactics, and the Refer a Friend program has been able to drive additional referrals for them. The Refer a Friend program that World Market has is a fully optimal solution for the customer in a sense where they have their referral dashboard that they can share on a desktop, and they can also access that dashboard where they can share on a mobile. So it's a fully responsive experience, and the customer can engage from many touch points. Moving on to another way that customers are acquiring new users today is the share and save, or the share and win solution that Social Annex provides. Jimmy Jazz is an apparel retailer targeted towards a younger demographic that has seen great success with this tool. Now, the difference between the share and save versus the refer a friend is in the refer a friend, you actually have to have a friend make a purchase. Now, in the share and save, Jimmy Jazz is just saying, share with your friends, and when one of those friends clicks off your share and comes back to our site, we're going to give each one of you $10. So it's an immediate gratification for the sharer as well as the friend who is clicking off of the share. Now, Jimmy Jazz is seeing an average of over 1,000 shares a month, just like World Market, but they're seeing 35% of those users who engage with the share and save convert and make an actual order on the site itself. And the average share and save orders are continuing to rise at up 48% year over year as we continue to grow with Jimmy Jazz and implement different solutions for them. So these are two ways, the refer a friend as well as the share and save, that customers have been acquiring more users and shoppers on their site. Moving forward into the next suite that we're going to talk about is the conversion suite. And within the conversion suite, there's a couple of solutions that users are using, or our clients are using today to see success. The ratings and reviews is one of these solutions. VIONIC is one of our leading cases for ratings and reviews, where VIONIC was actually able to migrate from a different ratings and reviews provider and push all 100,000 plus reviews into our system and maintain those reviews in real time, in live time. VIONIC's successes is they're seeing an average of over 200 new email addresses collected a month, which is very important for them, and they're seeing over 90 plus reviews come in every month. People who are engaging with the ratings and reviews, either liking a review, rating a review as useful, as helpful, or actually writing a review themselves, are now converting over 3,000 times a month. So over 3,000 orders have come directly from users engaging with this ratings and reviews solution. And the incremental revenue has gone up 7% month over month as they continue to grow within this solution itself. Another solution that Social Annex offers to help conversion is the visual commerce solution. Now, the visual commerce solution, much like ratings and reviews, is all around user-generated content. JBrand is asking their users to hashtag #InMyJBrand when they post images on Instagram. And then they're able to pull in those Instagram photos of real users wearing their clothes and highlight them on the site itself. Now, with JBrand, we're not only seeing over 1,000 images, 1,300 images a month come in through these specific hashtags, but we're also seeing that people who engage in these images and click through to the products that are associated with these images are converting 11% better than the average conversion rate itself. So JBrand is seeing some great results when it comes to increasing conversion based on this user-generated content, these user-generated images that they're now highlighting on the site. The last form within the conversion suite is the social login solution. Now, the social login solution is one many of you are very familiar with. It just gives users the ability to log in or create an account using the social network of their choice. These social networks include Facebook, Google, Yahoo, Amazon, PayPal, LinkedIn, Instagram, and many, many more. Models is a success case that we're seeing with the social login solution. Models is seeing over 1,200 people a month create an account or log into their account via the social login solution. And these people who are logging in via social login are converting above 35% month over month. That's also seen to drive 435 or more orders every single month coming from these users who are using the social login. Now, where are these people logging in? Just to give you some information, Models has placed the social login across a couple different locations on their site. They've placed it on the registration page. They've placed it on the login page. And they've also placed it during the checkout solution or the checkout method. So as I'm checking out now, I can either check out as a guest or I can create an account using the social login, which in turn has helped Models reduce that shopping cart abandonment that they were seeing at part of that checkout path. The last solution that we're going to talk about, or the last suite that we're going to talk about success in, is the retention suite. So now you've acquired the customer. Now you've converted the customer. How do you retain that customer? And customer loyalty is one solution that our clients are using to really boost that retention rate. Olympus is a great example of this. Olympus has released a loyalty program on their site, giving users points for purchases that they're making, signing up or creating an account, even things like subscribing to a newsletter or referring their friends back to Olympus.com. So they have all these actions that users are able to engage with. Now, these results have been great for Olympus. They're seeing over 423,000 points redeemed in the last 6 months. Now, these points are being redeemed in forms of gift cards that users are now able to use towards a second purchase or a repeat purchase. So Olympus has actually seen some great growth themselves, giving out over 233 million points over the last 6 months as well. Remarketing tactics based on segmentation email lists will allow us to target these people and drive them back to the site so they can use their loyalty rewards towards another purchase. Spa Week is another example of a client who is using the social loyalty solution. Spa Week is slightly different in a sense where they're not only giving out gift cards as rewards, but they're giving out actual products as rewards. Products can sometimes be much more engaging than the gift card if you're a company like Spa Week who actually doesn't sell anything on the site. They really facilitate bookings through other spas. So giving out free products based on those spas is something that's really helping Spa Week. And you can see over 6 million people awarded points in the last year. And over 8 million points actually redeemed in the last year. So Spa Week has seen some great success when it comes to that retention factor. And these are just some success cases based on the 3 suites that Social Annex powers and based on those 3 goals of acquisition, conversion, and retention.
So thank you for that, Jake. One thing that I want to highlight that really amazes me is the benefit of this complete platform or this complete solution. One thing that you may have noticed that by having all these applications under one umbrella, the customers can see the benefit of the cross-application interaction or data sharing. For example, you will be able to see how many of your customers who are using social login are uploading selfies into the product, into the visual galleries. You'll be able to see how many of your loyalty customers are using ratings and reviews. And that type of insight is just now possible if you have products from different vendors. So that's very exciting for me. So the next step. Before the next step, the recap, the objective of this session was to kind of introduce you to Social Annex and its state-of-the-art approach where we're the only game in town, really, that has a complete unified platform for social commerce and customer loyalty. So how can you quickly take advantage of this platform? Here's an opportunity for you to increase revenue during the 2015 holiday season, which is just around the corner. No matter what your strategic goals are for this year, you can quickly and easily implement one of these solutions with our help. To acquire new customers, you can choose Refer a Friend and the sharing programs that you'll learn about. To convert, you can choose social login and visual commerce, which is very easy to implement. And to retain, if you already have a loyalty program, we can socially enable your loyalty program very quickly. With that, for more information, please look us up on the popular social networks or visit our website for more resources. And now I pass the control back to Liz. Thank you, Liz.
Thanks, guys. That was really interesting. Some great real-life customer examples of success. Really, really interesting. Just personally, when you're showing the social login, I wouldn't necessarily think of Amazon as a social login, but I guess it is something that a lot of people already have an account with, and so if you can tie those together, it's a great way to just really aggregate more data and make it easy for people to create an account. So that was really interesting for me. We do have some questions that have come in. If anybody has questions, now would be the time to enter them in the chat window. But we'll get started with a couple of the ones we had. So one of the questions was, across the suite of products that you have and the different ways to engage with consumers, what does the reporting look like? Are you able to get kind of a unified view of an individual customer across, Facebook, or they're doing Instagram? If you could talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, this is Jake here, and I can talk to that. So the reporting for all of these tools, as we are e-commerce focused, is focused on the ROI from end to end. So for these individuals, we're going to show you, where they interacted, the different solutions that they interacted, and if that led to an actual conversion. Now, on the other side of it, we want to look at the full customer profile. So we want to see, for example, if a client is using loyalty, how many points this user has and how many actions have they taken to get those points. But then we also want to see if they've connected on Facebook, if they've connected with you on Instagram, if they've connected with you on Pinterest, and if this individual has then, entered a contest, and if they've actually referred a friend who came back and purchased. And what all of this information allows you to do is better identify your top customers or your top advocates. So the reporting focuses not only on the revenue that's been driven by these tools, but also on the customer profile and building that customer profile around the things that they're engaging with on your site.
Okay, great. And then, so another question that we had was around the loyalty portion. So I know there's loyalty's been kind of in the news lately. And it's something definitely consumers are interested in. And with social media, is there a way to incorporate social media, like any best practices in incorporating social media into your loyalty program?
Yeah, and this is Jake again. I can take that one. So, with the loyalty program today and how they've been run for years, is people mainly focus on the purchases, giving people a certain amount of points for purchases, a point for every dollar you spend. And maybe there's an additional way to earn points for creating an account or signing up for a newsletter. But how you really engage with social is you take it to the next level and you say, we're going to give you points when you follow us on these different networks or when you connect with us on these different networks. And we're going to give you additional points when you share on these networks and drive traffic back to our site or actually refer a friend to make a purchase. And at the same time, we can give individuals points for things like uploading photos or hashtagging photos on Instagram and interacting on those different levels. So now, whereas loyalty was really around purchases and who's spending the most money, adding the social piece into loyalty gives you the ability to focus on, engagement and who are your advocates and who are really those ambassadors of your company that are engaging with you on the site itself.
Okay, great. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We had one other question around referrals. So are there any kind of built-in safeguards around, how often a person could be referred, or to kind of make sure, like, I'm not using just my other email address to, to get a discount? Is that built into the platform, or are there kind of best practices in setting that up that you share with when they're doing those kind of programs?
Yeah, so fraud and game prevention is something that, we have to be very focused on here when it comes to things like referral programs. So whether that's some sort of IP tracking where if you're sharing and clicking off the share and trying to be referred on the same IP, we're blocking you, whether that's only being able to refer brand new users and not users who are already account holders, or whether that's cookie-based blocking or tracking. We have all types of fraud prevention or gaming prevention built in to the platform already to account for all of those scenarios.
Okay, great. Perfect. Because unfortunately, you do have to keep that kind of stuff in mind when we're setting up those programs. Yeah. And then, so we had one question just about your platform. So you talked about the different modules that you have. And is it truly modular? Could a retailer say, I just want to right now use a loyalty program and maybe just do social login, or is it just come all as a package? Could you maybe talk about how retailers can work with you?
Sure. So, so the complete platform is a complete platform. However, the modularization means that you can buy whatever you want and nothing you don't need. So we can basically just start a program, turn it on or turn it off an application you want. And so the way we work is the sales team will work with you guys to really kind of identify your strategies and your priorities, and then recommend a solution or two that you need. And then we just go with that. And then you can continue to add more products as you grow with us. Most of my customers have actually done so. A very good example is really OLYMPUS, where they started out with the social login, and now they have more and more applications with us.
Okay, great. And then another question came in around kind of implementation time. So, you showed the slide where you talked about the different connections you have to CRM, point of sale, analytics, e-commerce. How long would a typical implementation take? Does it depend on how much customization is needed? Obviously, for the Demandware portion, it's kind of pre-built and only needs a little bit of implementation time. But maybe just talk a little bit about your typical engagement.
Yeah, so when it comes to the implementation timeline, there's a couple of things that go into this. Since we are a fully customizable platform, that means that some time will be spent upfront on design and the creative aspects of what we're going to be implementing to the actual site. So if we think for one of these, implementations, we have a timeline for design and creative, and then we have a timeline for customization and development, and then we have that timeline for QA, UAT, and deployment. So altogether, for a program like a loyalty program, with both teams working back and forth with constant communication, it could be about a month to kind of develop the whole entire program from start to finish.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean that's not bad at all. Great. All right, so I think we're just about ready to wrap it up. I don't see any more questions in the queue. If anyone has any last-minute question they want to get in, now is the time. But otherwise, I think we can close it out. I just want to thank you to Jake and thank you to Akbar for presenting today. I hope everybody got some good ideas of what they can do with Social Annex in combination with Demandware. If you do have any questions that we weren't able to get to today, feel free to reach out to us. You can contact us at info@demandware.com, and we'll make sure that that gets to the right person. And there will also be a feedback page after the webinar closes. So if you have any comments, any questions, we'd love for you to enter them there, and I'll go through those after the webinar. But otherwise, I just want to thank everybody for attending today, and enjoy the rest of your day.